Mario Kart Double Dash is the 4th game in the Mario Kart series, and personally, it's probably one of, if not the best game in the series. Which I find really weird, because my childhood Mario Kart game was Mario Kart Wii. I did play Mario Kart Double Dash at the same time, along with many other GameCube games, but Mario Kart Wii, DS, and 7 were my main 3 Mario Kart games, until Mario Kart 8 came out and took over. But what makes this game so great? What makes Mario Kart Double Dash amazing in my eyes? Mario Kart Double Dash is the 4th Mario Kart in the series, and was first teased at E3 2001 before eventually being re-revealed in April 2003 with many promised things in the game, like promising Mario, Luigi, Bowser and Donkey Kong appearing, higher polygon models, 4-player local support, and yes, up to 16 players via LAN play. And you might be thinking how this was physically possible because there's only 8 races at once. Well, what if I told you there's actually 16 races per race? And that's the main point behind Mario Kart Double Dash. You have 2 characters to think about, 2 characters to switch between in the middle of a race. The whole idea behind this game is the number 2. Everything is in doubles. It's almost a double dash. I know, that was a good one. Mario Kart Double Dash's gameplay is really, I think, revolutionary in the kart genre, and it's never really been done since. If we look at the previous Mario Kart games, they were really just setting the stone as to what the future of Mario Kart would be. Super Mario Kart was setting what mascot races would be like, Mario Kart 64 revolutionized it by properly bringing it into 3D, and Mario Kart Super Circuit showed how racing could work on the go. Mario Kart Double Dash really needed something of its own, and I think that's why they introduced this new gameplay style. You might be thinking that switching between these characters is literally completely pointless, but it remedies this by letting each character pick up their own item, with the character on the back being the one that can activate the item that you pick up. So making sure each character has a different item and planning what item to throw and when is all the rage when it comes to this game. And speaking of items, not only does this game have a lot of the usual Mario Kart items like the mushrooms, bananas, shells and more, there's now special items. You may notice that every character is put into a duo, like Mario and Luigi, Wario and Waluigi and more. Each of these duos have a certain item linked to them. Mario and Luigi have the Fireball. Peach and Daisy have the Heart. Yoshi and Birdo have eggs. Baby Mario and Baby Luigi have the Chain Chomp. Toad and Toadette have the Golden Mushroom, which, you know what that does. And Koopa Troopa and Paratroopa have the Triple Shells. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong have the Giant Banana. Bowser and Bowser Jr. have the Bowser Shell, which is just a shell but bigger. And Wario and Waluigi have a Bob-omb. There's also a few unlockable characters, with some that I've already mentioned. This game was also Toadette's first appearance ever, which is kind of interesting to think about. There's a hell of a lot of stuff thrown into this game, and really just looking at the characters, gameplay, and items is just the beginning. You want to know what else there is? There's 4 cups in this game. The Mushroom Cup, the Flower Cup, the Star Cup, and the Special Cup. The Mushroom Cup begins with Luigi Circuit. Yes, a different Luigi Circuit to the first track in Mario Kart Wii. They are 2 different tracks with the same name. But already, this track is far more interesting than any track is in Mario Kart 64, Super Mario Kart, and Mario Kart Super Circuit combined. Luigi Circuit has the track go back in on itself. That alone is really, really cool. This Luigi Circuit is quite short, but I think it's a pretty good introduction track to the game. But I feel this shouldn't be the first track in the whole game. Like, it should be in the game, and it should be in the Mushroom Cup, but it should be like the 2nd or 3rd track. I think the first track in any Mario Kart game needs to introduce the basic gimmicks behind the game, but it should still be very, very basic. But hey, Luigi Circuit really works quite well. Next is Peach Beach, and this is yet another fantastic track. This track is themed around Super Mario Sunshine, clearly the most recent game in the Mario series, and I think it works really quite well. It has a lot of fan service for Super Mario Sunshine, and I honestly think this track is probably the best track in this cup. It's a simple loop with a lot of small gimmicks like the water and these weird creatures that you flip over. It's a lot of fun. The track after Peach Beach is Baby Park, and Baby Park is fun, but I feel like this should be in like the Special Cup, because this is not a good Mushroom Cup track. Baby Park is just 7 laps of the exact same thing with an insane amount of chaos happening on the track, and although I find Baby Park quite fun, it just doesn't fit in the Mushroom Cup. But hey, it's still fun. The final track for the Mushroom Cup is Dry Dry Desert. I'm just not a fan of the desert Mario Kart tracks. To be honest though, is anyone? All of the desert tracks in Mario Kart aren't just boring, but they're also not that fun to play. The gimmicks in desert levels are always more annoying than fun, like the quicksand, the tornadoes, and more. I am not a fan of this track whatsoever, but if these desert tracks are your thing, I guess this is one of the better ones. Now if we move on to the Flower Cup, if I had to pick, this cup would be the second best. Pretty much every single track in this cup are at least good. The first course is Mushroom Bridge. Mushroom Bridge of course mainly focuses on the bridge in this city, and everything else is built up around this, and this track is really fun. There's cars on the road, there's fun little shortcuts on the bridge where you can drive up along the side of the bridge. The track is so much fun to play. When I think about Mario Kart Double Dash, this is one of the tracks that comes to mind every single time. The next track is Mario Circuit. Yes, there's also like a million Mario circuits, and this one is pretty much the same as any of the other ones. Every Mario circuit always has Peach's Castle, has grassy stuff, and is very bright. The next track is Daisy Cruiser, another iconic Mario Kart Double Dash track. Look, God knows why this is a Daisy course. I don't get it, but this track is extremely iconic. The final course in the Flower Cup is Waluigi Stadium. The stadium tracks are another form of tracks that I genuinely just don't find that interesting, to be honest. But out of all of the stadium tracks, this is the best one, so you may as well try it out. Next we move over to the Star Cup. This is the best cup in the game easily. We begin with Sherbet Land. And you know how much I like snow levels. Sherbet Land is a lot of fun with the whole ice thing. I really enjoy the aesthetic with this track. I really do. It's so much fun. There's Shy Guys around that you could hit, and there's massive open spaces that are fun to drift around and try to figure out the best way to get to the other side of it. I really think Sherbet Land is one of the best ice tracks in all of Mario Kart. Next is Mushroom City. This track has multiple pathways, has cars everywhere, and is so much fun to play. I guess this is the city that Mushroom Bridge is a part of? So many questions, such little time. The third track in the Star Cup is Yoshi Circuit, which is very famously in the shape of a Yoshi. It is probably the most interesting circuit tracks in this game, and is probably one of the most interesting circuit tracks in the whole series, because it actually has something unique about it. It's a lot of fun. The final track of the Star Cup is DK Mountain. DK Mountain is the third of the trilogy of memorable Mario Kart Double Dash tracks. I really enjoy this track. I'm not normally a huge fan of the Donkey Kong tracks in the Mario games, or at least the jungle-themed Donkey Kong tracks, but this one is absolutely fantastic. Genuinely a really good track. I really enjoy it. Going towards the volcano I think is what really makes this track unique compared to any other jungle track. The boulders also make it really fun too, trying to avoid them as you go down. Oh my god, I love this one so much. As I said, the Star Cup is the best cup in this game. But the next cup has one of the best tracks in the game, two of the worst tracks in the game, and one about dinosaurs. I genuinely don't have that much to say about Wario Colosseum and Bowser's Castle. I don't like Bowser's Castle in any Mario Kart game ever. It's stupid. I've complained about this literally every other time I've talked about a Mario Kart game. Who cares? It's Bowser's Castle. It's the same. It's lava. Wow, cool. I can't take it anymore. Wario Colosseum is like okay, I guess. What do you want me to say? It's like the Waluigi Stadium one, but it's like more boring. Dino Jungle is the second track in this cup, and it's kind of fun, I guess. I really enjoy the dinosaurs in this track because it gives it a unique spin on the usual jungle track. But DK Mountain is like better, so I don't even know why you'd bother with this one. The Rainbow Road in this game though, as per usual, is fantastic. I really enjoy this Rainbow Road, and the music too. I love it so much. I don't think I've ever loved something as much as I love this. I love Rainbow Road. It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. It is a road that you go. It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. And you will know when you get there. It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. It is a road that you go. It's a road that you go when you die. It's a road called Rainbow Road. It's a road we're all gonna go. It's a road called Rainbow Road. It's got Princess Peach, Mario, and the Toad. It's a road called Rainbow Road. It's a road we're all gonna go. We'll go. It's Rainbow Road, it's where you go when you die. It's Rainbow Road, I'll miss you again, I'm cold. It's Rainbow Road, it's where you go when you die. It's Rainbow Road, I'll miss you again on Rainbow Road. Hi, I'm Charlie, I'm back, and I genuinely don't know what happened there. That was weird. Anyway, Mario Kart Double Dash is literally an amazing Mario Kart game, and is quite possibly the best Mario Kart game in the series, if we ignore Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is objectively the best game in the series. And it's amazing that this game, Mario Kart Double Dash, was then followed up by another Mario Kart game that people also think is genuinely incredible, Mario Kart DS. Which one is better? God knows. But I will say that Mario Kart Double Dash is great. But you know what's better? Mario Kart Super Circuit, of course. Just kidding.